You definitely came to play tonight, but your teammates did not. How disappointed are you in them?
It's frustrating to play the way I did and feel like the rest of the team ain't there to back you up. Whatever though, I'll keep doing my thing, and sooner or later.
How much blame do you place on your teammates after not finding a way to pull out a win?
Good try, but I ain't falling into that trap. But to simplify your question, we didn't do what we had to do to win the game. Simple as that. And that's on every single one of us. Not me, not the rest of my teammates, everyone. And we'll figure out what we need to do to keep that from happening next time. End of story.
You went through a lot last year as you got acclimated to being in the NBA. And then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
You're right. It's definitely been a challenging year. My rookie season, it all seems like a blur now. And losing Vic, that was one of the hardest things I've ever dealt with in my life. But I'm here now, in a great situation for me to grow my game. And my focus on the game of basketball. 100%, 10 times 10. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to bring this team a championship. But that's all I got, thank you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. Checking out Cleveland, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. This game marks the end of the stretch at home for the Cavaliers, back on the road tomorrow. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando. They were able to sweep the season series last year, completely controlling the play in each game.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Yeah, it's really plain as pound cake. They're the better team.
And for Mozgov, and it's Thompson in for Kevin Love. The Magic trail by 3. To the paint. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Payton.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Irving. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. There's the pick. Freak sets a screen for Thompson. In the corner, Smith with it. Offline with his 3.
And that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, So, that's just what it is. Every level you reach.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And LeBron James last season
DJ Khaled. Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Golden State Warriors. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. We've got Larry Nance. Price is out there with Elo. Then it's Williams. And it's Doherty in at the 5, roaming the paint. From deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Price, the pass to Nance. From 7. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Cavaliers on D. The 3 from Johnson, and that is good. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Price kicks to Doherty. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Johnson dishes to Curry. Takes the 3. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. Price with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Nance a screen on Johnson. Here's Williams. Great D that time from Green.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of this one. And he knocks down the first one.
Cavaliers foul ball. Brad Daugherty. That's his first personal.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
They've struggled against him in this one. Just no answer for Johnson. He already has 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
And here's Price from beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Curry passes to Green. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him. Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Price with the ball. Price can't get that one to fall.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now here's Price. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. Great tee that time from Curry.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
From deep three-point range, Johnson's shot is off.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
And that one's good. Price.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Now here's Curry after Brad Daugherty's miss, and the basket by Curry.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Ezeli comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Steph Curry. And it's Barbosa in for Johnson. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. McKeskey's checked in for Daugherty. Rollins comes in for Williams. Reggie Williams, he's checked in for Elo. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Price.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
1:07 left in the first quarter. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Those are starting to add up. From their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Here's Williams after the Warriors pick up 3. Cleveland moving it around. 6 to shoot. McKeskey passes to Nance. The fader. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Warriors leading by 11. On the wing, Iguodala, covered by Nance. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Rebound by Williams. The Cavaliers on offense. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kerr. Left side, Nance. Shot is no good. Here's Barbosa. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Daugherty out there with Williams. Then there's Elo. Then there's Williams. And it's Kerr in at the point guard position. Daugherty, the screen. Here's Elo. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Johnson comes in for Leandro Barbosa.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Here's Doherty following the score by Golden State. And, yes, sir, that one drops. Doherty's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
It's Bogut with the drive. Shot left block. Some solid defense from Doherty. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Elo with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
I think that play sort of... sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Warriors leading by 13. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points on the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. He also wants to see a patient offense. Work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you play and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Now here's Iguodala looking for his first basket still in this one. Again, Golden State.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Price outside. From 17 feet out. And that one hits back iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
It's stolen by Bogut. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Johnson. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
And so here's Cleveland following the score by Golden State. And here's Price for three. Price can't get that one to fall.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Warriors leading by 17. Pass to Johnson. He dishes it to Bogut. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Doherty, the screen. And Williams, here we go. And that one's good. Williams has got his second basket. Johnson outside. From the arc. Another miss by Johnson. The Cavaliers trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Klay Thompson comes in for Curry. And it's Barbosa in for Johnson. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. McKeskey's checked in for Dort. Rollins comes in for Williams. Nancy's checked in for Williams. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Price. Ezeli dishes to Green. No good on the triple.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Nance against Thompson. Now the pass to Kerr. And there's the feed to Elo. And another miss by Cleveland.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Here's McKeskey. They set the pick. Back to Kerr. Wide open. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field. Warriors leading by 18. Barbosa passes to Green. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Barbosa, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul them. Make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Warriors have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Spates checked in for Golden State. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Nance outside. Kerr with the screen on Green. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Elo. Elo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Golden State's ball. They led the game at one point by 20. That's good. And the Warriors lead by 19. 19 seconds left to play here in the half. Barbosa against Kerr. He feeds it to Nance. With 4 seconds on the clock, and that's 2 points on the layup. Nance has got 6 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors ahead, leading by 17. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is out there with Johnson. And it's Curry in at the 3 slot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Price kicks to Doherty. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Doherty's got 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Elo dishes to Doherty. The putback and the jam by Larry Nance.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
And taken away by Johnson. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Warriors lead by 18.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. We've seen Money really having a great game.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He was focused on their post play and was pleading with them to try to get the ball into the low post every trip down. He also told them that he wants to...
That's all you got to do.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, y'all see that? Y'all see that? They're not like me, bro. They ain't like me like that, bro. I am dusting the people, bro. If y'all like Golden State, something wrong with y'all. If y'all like Golden State, something wrong with y'all, bro. Gripping that thing. Gripping.
Price against Barbosa.
Hit my line up, big baby. Hit my line up, big baby. And I'm gonna keep it coming.
Yeah, they gotta foul your boy. They gotta foul me. Come on, man. They know better. They know better.
Be quiet.
No, they know better, Damani.
Jordan.
Might try to do a gameplay on what's his name?
I'm on Fortnite, so leave me alone.
Yeah, let's do a gameplay on Fortnite.
Let's go. Let's get it.
You wanna do squads though?
Squads.
Right, no.
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 Cause the partners we be playing with suck.
So what? We could just be by ourselves sometimes.
No. What I look like?
Alright, I'm just gonna do gameplay by myself.
I like that.
Alright, have fun.
You better do
Mine's already updated.
You need oh mine's been updated. What you mean? Mine been updated, bro.
It has another update.
Oh, for the 50 for the 50. Man, that game mode gonna be lit, bro. It's gonna be fire.
Stop being so loud before Mama says something.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Make sure y'all subscribe to Can I Dance with No with 2 O's. Make sure y'all subscribe and when this game is done, I'm gonna do a Fortnite video. And
that big man is playing. That big man playing.
And we might
that big man playing. That big man playing.
So I want y'all to subscribe. I want to get at least 5 likes. 5 likes is my goal today. 5 likes.
Boy.
5 likes. The man is jealous because he only has 4 subscribers. But I need to get more than that. Well, we can get more than that. We can build it up and just stack up all the way to like Typical Gamer.
Takes the 13-footer.
Say shout out to Typical Gamer.
Yeah, shout out to Typical Gamer. Shout out to Game with Kev. Shout out to shout out to them like Games, Games, Jelly, you know, Ninja, especially Ninja. Ninja's my ninja, but he's my ninja. Shout out to iMaverick, shout out to Pixie Man, shout out to Juice Hoops, shout out to all them good people. And,
what about Corey Kenshin, man, on the mission?
Yeah, Corey Kenshin. That's my friend right there. That's my best friend, Corey Kenshin.
He always knows where his teammates
Oh, make sure y'all watch the episode of Corey Kenshin when he does 2K18 on his phone, because it's really cool, and I want y'all to see it. But his mock rip perk's gonna be ugly but good. So, I just make sure y'all subscribe if y'all comment below, and my highest likes is 5 today. Tomorrow is gonna be at least 6 or 10. Now let's get back to our game. As y'all can see, I'm dominating these people. Well, I'm not dominating.
I'm on Fortnite.
I'm up 11 points, and my big brother's up on Fortnite. So make sure you should shout out to Demani Beast03, my brother.
DMONEYBEAST.
Shout out to Young Goat. Shout out
Man.
to my best friend. That is my brother's best friend. They're crazy. Denzel, make sure you subscribe to me. I'm doing a live stream, Denzel.
I'm dead.
Subscribe. I'm doing a live stream.
Denzel, you know how to do a live stream? No. Live stream on the PlayStation, so people can see when you playing, and then put it on your YouTube channel.
Watch my live stream, Denzel. Watch my live stream.
I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it too, Greg.
Yeah, you know how to do that?
I already
No.
made an account, but shout out to Denzel, Demani Beast03, and I see y'all next video. Huh, the gameplay's still going.
Mine.
I just have to, you know, get shout out to my friends.
Chicken wine.
Make sure you subscribe to the one and only Aiden Williams. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to everybody.
And another miss by Cleveland. Warriors leading by 11.
Denzel does not like playing Fortnite. Denzel does not like playing Fortnite. I'm just being honest. He like playing 2K18. I'm gonna get 2K18. He's just, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm gonna get there.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in
What time?
and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the
Jordan Johnson is the creative player I was talking about. I wasn't talking about Freak, my career
Nope.
but now y'all see who the great player is.
Oh,
Man has,
yeah.
21 points.
I forgot
I
that.
thought he was gonna end out with like 40 like he did last game.
Exactly, just like.
I'm talking to the
Oh.
Jordan Williams family. What do you mean?
Passes it to Rollins.
Ew.
Jordan Williams.
By Curry. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop.
You're disgusting, Denzel.
It's deflected.
Oh god, he just packed the best player in the world. He gonna pay for that. He gonna pay for that. He's gonna pay for that. He's so gonna pay for that. So gonna pay for it. So gonna pay for it.
Alright, let's go, Denzel. I'm gonna make a play.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm sorry, I got a little weird there. But make sure you subscribe and smack that like button.
On 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
And peace.